Hi everyone, it's Jackie from the Marengo-Union Library here to show you how to do the adult craft for February, which is a hot cocoa bomb. I'll show you what that looks like there, see? Alright, I'm going to tell you how I made that. I'm going to send home with you some sprinkles, maybe probably a small container, some chocolate chips, some white chocolate chips, a packet of hot cocoa mix, and 2 plastic eggs, okay? So what you're going to want to do is take the plastic egg and then open it up and probably maybe want to wash it. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, and okay, so you could take a piece of foil, which I hope you have at home, and you're going to shape it around your plastic Easter egg. I've done that one ahead. I used 2 pieces of foil just to make sure it was sturdy. If you have heavy duty foil at home, then that'll work. You'll just need 1 piece of that. Alright, so kind of shape it around there. Give it some form. Because the Easter egg, the plastic egg is just, the whole purpose is just to kind of give you a mold. Okay, so pretty happy with that. Okay, then I'm going to take the plastic Easter egg out. Alright, and now I have my molds. Because when I was getting ready to do this craft, I couldn't decide what size silicone molds I needed. So I went ahead and realized that I could just use foil and make my own. That way I can make different shapes if I wanted to, or what have you, okay? So you take some chocolate and you're going to put it in to a glass measuring cup, and then you're going to heat it up in the microwave. Now you want to do it kind of slowly. We just don't know how long it's going to take for that chocolate to melt. It probably depends on how many watts your microwave is. So I'm probably going to maybe do like maybe 10 seconds to start. Okay. And then you want to stir it each time, each 10-second interval. Take it out, stir it up, and see if the chocolate is liquidy yet or not. All right, let's check and see. Okay, it looks like the chocolate chips are still pretty whole there, but I'm going to mix it up to see, because sometimes the chocolate chips can hold their shape for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, the more you, whoops, okay. The more you stir, the more it, plastic spoon here. Yeah, let's see. All right, that wasn't supposed to happen, but I've used that spoon numerous times today. All right, so I'm going to take this out. Obviously the chocolate wasn't ready yet. And put that back in for another 10 seconds. I'm going to see how that does. You don't want it to burn your chocolate. All right, let's see now. Okay, you can see the chocolate chips are kind of getting softer here. And you can tell they're softer because they're not breaking my spoon this time, right? Now you can use a metal spoon too. I just happen to have a plastic spoon here. You know what? Still not as soft, as liquidy as I would like it to be. So I'm going to put it back in again. Maybe this time, maybe I'll just do it for like 5 seconds. But I think it's getting really close. Again, slow is better because you can't uncook it, right? All right, let's see. We might have a winner here. Let's see. Oh yeah, stuffing looks liquidy now. See? All right, we're just going to stir it all up, and I will show you. Oh yeah, all the chocolate chips have disappeared, which is good. And now I have liquidy chocolate. See? Okay. Now, if you have a pastry brush at home, you can use that. If not, I'm using the back of my spoon, and I'm going to line the inside of my foil, kind of coat it there with my melted chocolate. Okay, your first layer is to be kind of thin. Because what you do is you put one layer of chocolate in there, and then you put it in the freezer for maybe about 10 minutes, and then you take it out and you put another layer in there. Okay, you might have seen these maybe at stores or something like that. But this way, if you want to use it as a quick gift for someone, you can make your own cocoa bombs. So, all right, see, I've lined the inside of my foil mold, and then I'm going to do it now with the other one too. Now they're going to be two different size foils because the egg, one side of the egg was deeper than the other, okay? Now I'm going to put that, flatten that a little bit so it stays upright, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, the freezer, and I'm going to check on it in about 10 minutes, okay? Okay, now I'm going to do a second layer of chocolate in there, and then put that again in for another 10 minutes. All right, I want to make sure all the foil there is covered. I made one earlier, and there's a little hole in there, and so the hot cocoa mix kind of leaked out. So, all right, I'll put these back in for 10 more minutes. Right, now what I'm going to do is, see, it's nice, you can actually feel it, it feels a lot thicker now, doesn't it? Because you put 2 layers, but you can't do the 2 layers all at once. You've got to do 1 layer, 10 minutes in the freezer, let it kind of harden up, and then do a second layer, and then you can harden it up the second time. And then, the moment of truth, when you peel the foil off. All right. And my family laughs at me for doing this craft because I don't like foil, but the things we do for love, huh? If you love hot cocoa, then you're going to want to make one of these if you want something really decadent. I think if you use this foil I'm using, the foil sheets, and they're fairly thin. So I think if you use a little heavier foil, it will. There we go. Now it's finally coming off. And I've also tried doing this with spraying it with Pam on the inside of the foil. You can try that too. Although for this today I did not do that. All right. Get all the foil off. All right. Okay. But you can see down there at the bottom I did leave a hole, so I am prepared for that. I'm going to dip a knife in some hot water and kind of seal that up. All right. Because otherwise I'm going to put the dry cocoa mix in there, and it's going to all fall out. We don't want that to happen, do we? Okay. All right. I'm also going to dip my knife back in there and kind of make the edges kind of smooth. All right, because I'm going to take apart my other side of my egg, and I want the 2 halves to fit together. All right. Okay, now for the other egg mold. Well, the smoother the foil is, the less crevices and the less little grooves that the chocolate can get into, and the easier the foil will peel off. There we go. All right, see, that one came off a lot easier, but if you can see, they're kind of like a little uneven, right? So I'm going to use my knife to kind of smooth the edges out a little bit. I've got some very hot water there. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and then I'm going to take some dry hot cocoa mix. That's what the Swiss Miss is for. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in there of the dry hot cocoa mix. I'm going to leave some room for the marshmallows. Anything else you might want to put in there. And actually, I think I can get 3 tablespoons of of hot cocoa mix in there. So I think I'll do that. All right, there we go. Okay, see? Got my hot cocoa mix in there. And then I'm going to add some marshmallows. Okay, maybe about 3 in there. And I'm going to put some peppermint stick in there too. I think that sounds good. All right, then I'm going to put the other part of the shell. You don't want to turn this upside down because then all that dry mix will fall out. Okay, then I'm going to take some little more chocolate, and it's almost like sculpting. Remember, do you ever do sculpture maybe when you were in school? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to kind of seal up area where the 2 halves, and you'll never know that it wasn't a whole egg to begin with, right? Okay. Right. So, I have my hot cocoa egg, but it looks kind of, looks kind of ugly, but I mean, we are going to put it in milk, so I guess it doesn't matter. But what I did was then I took some white chocolate chips and I melted them in the microwave, and then I put them in a plastic bag, and then I decorated the top. You know what? It's kind of got kind of hard there. There we go. All right, decorate that like I've done for my other one here. And then you can put some sprinkles on there, and you want to put it back in the freezer because it's going to need to sit longer, okay, in the freezers. And then whenever you want something really decadent, or you get maybe a quick hostess gift or something like that, you can just pull one out of the freezer, and then you have a hot cocoa bomb. And you're going to put it in the bottom of a mug, and then you're going to pour a cup of hot milk over that. All right, and then the chocolate will kind of melt, and all the cocoa powder come out, and the marshmallows, you just kind of stir it, and like I said, just a really nice decadent treat. All right, enjoy. Like I said, you can make as many of these as you want, just as many as you have a roll of foil for. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.